All right. Just confirm if I'm audible and visible to you.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So we are into the success story, and we have Lakshmi with us. Thank you so much, Lakshmi, for giving your precious time to us in this success story. Um, would like to have a brief introduction about yourself.
Yeah, sure, sir. I'm Laxmi Dangi. I'm from Karnataka, and I had completed my engineering in computer science. And after that, I joined DataMites, and there I learned, and I'm a certified data scientist. And after that course, and I did my internship in Rubik's AI solution, and where I had an opportunity to work on some several projects. And after that, currently I'm working in AI/ML intern at Invento Hub. So I would like to thank to DataMites for supporting.
Great. So this is your first job, Lakshmi.
Yeah, yes, sir. This is my first job.
So any internship that you have done before?
No, sir.
So this was the first internship that you have done from DataMites, from the Rubik's basically, and then eventually you
Yes.
have got a as an intern in Wood. So I would like to ask you that very generic question that what kind of tools that you use on day-to-day basis?
So, as usually, whatever we have used in a data mines, you, we have used Python libraries and tools and Jupyter notebooks, and sometimes we haven't aware about the frameworks we have used in that. So this is a quite challenging. So when giving an interview, they have asked about a framework. So this is what I felt to study about frameworks.
Do you think technology is important or the tool is important?
So technology is very important, sir, compared to tools. Tools we can find anywhere to search our codes anywhere. So technology is I'm mainly focusing on technology. So
That's actually correct because we have to understand the whole how the science of any of the technology is working, and then we can implement with the help of tool. That's correct. Um, what's your qualification if I go by the background? Do you have any statistics or the mathematics background?
no, sir. It's a completely I'm a computer science background, so I haven't studied about statistics. I studied in school days statistics, and when I came to data science, data mites, and they have started starting of statistics. I was a bit confusion. So what is statistics and all?
Mm-hmm.
So so it's a quite challenging. So I went to the some YouTube videos and I searched and what is a completely statistics, and I took some courses for 5 to 6 hours. I spent for that complete statistics. So I made it some notes, and DataMice have provided us statistics books. So it
Mm-hmm.
helps me to understand that statistics.
Oh, that's great. So, when you talk about a data science, it's not just mathematics or the computer or
Yeah.
the programming, which is the more important aspect of data science according to you?
So everything is very important, sir. It's not only about that two particular tools or a particular subjects. So machine learning is also important nowadays. I have gone to some JD, sir. So it's not a data scientist. Is not completely about a data scientist or machine learning. So a small bit of data, deep learning. So they are asking more about AI related concepts as well. So
Correct. When you say data scientist, of course, data science is all about machine learning, but now as everything is evolving, even the data scientists have
yes,
evolved into the AI engineer. So sometimes in the company, even, I have so much of the JDs where an analyst is being called as a data scientist. You have a JD of an analyst, but they have all the things like they want you to be a
yes,
machine learning engineer as well. So in
yes,
in that aspect, we can say that we need to have the understanding of everything, right?
yes.
So what kind of common questions that we as a fresher can expect for people to be asked in the data science interviews?
So, the as a freshers, you have to be perfect in the basics, sir.
Okay.
So, without basics, you cannot answer the further questions, sir. Sometimes they will start beginning from whether this person knows that basic concept or not. So they might be starting with like basic questions, and if you answer means they will get into that some scenario based questions. So when you want to answer some scenario based questions, you have to be like thorough with that concepts, whatever the algorithms we have studied. So whenever you are answering some their questions, you have to give some examples related to that. So this will be helpful to crack interview.
That's
So
correct.
the I faced interviews, so most of the people were asked scenario based questions. So they were asking me, so where it comes, in which algorithms it is coming. So that is very important, sir. So I'm thinking, don't be a study like only algorithms. So what are the concepts it will comes under this algorithms? Study in applying tools, like applying questions. So where it can be used. So that
More,
is very important, sir.
more like a use case, we can say,
Yeah,
right?
use
How exactly
cases.
it's we can use. Um, if I ask you, what was the most challenging part in learning data science?
Uh, so it's challenging part. Facing an interview will be the challenging part, sir.
Interview is
And
most challenging part.
yeah,
That's correct. Interviews
the
are always the challenging part. That's for sure. Um, so I already asked you this question, Lakshmi, that what are the most more important aspect? Like we have Python, statistics, machine learning, deep learning, and everything. And you said that you cannot skip it because you never know what kind of questions might come in the interview.
yeah,
And this is, but what is more challenging? Is it more challenging because you're from the computer science department? So I do assume
yes.
that you already had the prior
Uh,
coding language, right? Experiences.
so
Did you have?
sir, after that, my completion of graduation, sir, I took 4 years career gap, sir. So I had like Python is also be like where
You
I
had a
studied
four
only.
years career gap, right? Is it
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay?
sir.
Mm-hmm.
After 4 years, and I joined to DataMites, sir. It was a bit challenging for me, and again get back to coding knowledge and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So it was a bit difficult to understand the market, and I was like feel very low, so where I was and how to improve myself. And there I studied each and every part of Python is also a bit difficult for me to coding, sir. So sometimes some companies were expecting that oops concepts as well, sir, while coding also. So again I started studying about oops concepts in your YouTubes. And SQL also, sir. SQL is also matters. Some companies were asking about Windows function and all, so we studied only basics here. So that is also matters. And so some platforms I used for SQLs, like online platforms. So there they have given some data set databases, and there's some questions. So we have to write queries. We have to solve it. So if we fail to do it, then it will give you an answer, sir. How to do that and all.
That's correct. Since you said that you have like large
Hmm.
gap from
Yes, sir.
your academics to the career, eventually you have to refresh everything. So
Yes, sir.
when you jumped, as you said that you do not have any prior experience of maths,
Yes, sir.
stats. First thing I just want to know from you is mathematics and statistics important for data scientist?
Sure, sir. It is important, sir. Statistics. So when you want to visualize something, so when you are plotting something, so you have to understand what is a plot it is. So for that reason, so we have to understand the statistics. And mathematics is also important, sir.
This is something that I've been
Yeah.
telling to the guys from the last 2, 3 years because they think that, import one library, then, initialize
Yeah.
it and use it and the things are done. Well, unless until you don't understand what's the mathematics running
Yes.
behind, there is no meaning of what you're doing. That's for sure. So, I can consider you to be a fresher. You do not have
Yes.
anything, and so how did you manage your work-life balance in terms of learning the new technology? And of course, you have other things of your priority as well.
Sir, actually, sir, uh, I'm a offline student, so in DataMites.
Okay.
So after having the class, after completion of the class, so I used to sit in the study hours, sir. So
Okay.
there I spend many hours to study about whatever they have taught in the classes, and I'm discussing with some other students, sir. So I met so many students. So why I always used to prefer to tell other students, so after completion of classes, don't go to home and PG. So I know that nobody will study. Some people who are very interested, they will study, sir. So if you're sitting at the classrooms, you can meet some people, sir. Some people where have some experience in IT companies. So if we discuss with them, we will get some knowledge, sir. What is going in outside and IT, what companies expecting from us. And you can if they have so much of knowledge, and they can share with you. And if you have a knowledge, and you can transfer the knowledge to others. So I used to there I spend more time, so 6 hours to 7 hours. So after completion of classes, and I spend there only, sir.
That's correct. That's absolutely correct. You have to give. It's not about just about the classes and the 2 hours of class and then it's done. You have to give more and more time. Yesterday also I took one success story. Chaitali was there. She is
Yeah, sir.
also one of. So she said that she used to go to library
Yes, sir.
so that she can just sit, for certain
Hmm.
time on a very peace kind of environment where nobody is disturbing.
Yes, sir.
So that's something is actually very, very important for people to understand. All right, we'll take the questions. I too have certain things to talk with you.
Okay.
Once we are done, we can take the questions as well. Okay. So that's how you said that you try to understand that work is more important at this point of time. So
Yes.
rather than giving time more
To
into your
social media.
social media, PG,
Yes, sir.
and friends and families, it has to given more like that. So if I ask you, I have a very generic kind of question that is being asked to me, and I have given all the time. I just want to need how should we prepare our resume?
How should we? So based on JD, we should prepare for a resume, sir. Otherwise, it will be rejected, sir. So without knowing the JD, if we have added so many things, but that is not needed for them, also it will be rejected. So,
Okay, so you mean to
so
say
go through
that
with JD, sir.
it's all about how they want
Hmm.
us, what kind of thing that they
Yes.
want us from, and accordingly we
Yes.
have to make the resume. Yeah, that's
Yes, sir.
that's actually correct. So do we showcast our projects into very details, or shall we make it small, or shall we write the strengths, like what algorithm we know? So what exactly should be it should be like an outline.
So, see, in that resume, sir, we should mention GitHub, sir. So there in GitHub, so we have uploaded that our projects. It will be if their recruiters or their company see us our resume. So if they have gone through our LinkedIn, also we have to update our like GitHub links through there.
Mhm.
And if they want to, so brief introductions about our projects, we should mention it to that resume, sir. So, but GitHub link should be there. So there you can there if they have seen means they will get to know that okay this girl or this boy they have done something on their projects. So it will give them one idea for okay we can take this we can consider this person and all.
Okay, that's actually correct, and that's the way it should be, because this is the exact same thing that I have got as an answer yesterday. That it's very important
Okay.
to get your GitHub up to date, because people
Yes,
often
sir.
try to think that what kind of projects that you have worked, and rather than looking at the whole fancy stuff that you have
Yes,
given,
sir.
they literally go and see your work and how it is being done. So we have few questions. Let's take it one by one, Lakshmi. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
Sushmita has a question from the YouTube: How to prepare after the course is completed? I have confused some topics. What did you do if you were confused after completion of the course?
Sir, after completion of course, so wherever I stuck with a particular topic or a concept, sir, particularly I searched for that topic in YouTube, sir. So I go through with some YouTubers. So where I found some very easy manner. So
Mm,
there I'm just choosing that YouTuber, sir. There how I learned topic, sir.
that's correct. So confusion could only be solved by yourself. There are multiple
Hmm.
platforms, and good thing
Yes,
that
sir.
we are living in the era of internet.
Yes, sir. We
So
can browse anything on internet. So if you are not comfortable with this YouTuber, then go with the next one. So
yes,
maybe
of course.
he will teach you the in simple way. So don't spend too much. Okay, one topic is if someone is explaining 2 hours, so another person will explain in 15 minutes. That is a very time we can say the time also, and he will explain very simple is also it's fine for you. So
Correct.
I'm
One question has come in a Q&A from, I think it's from anonymous. So, how you made your resume? Any particular website that you can mention, or any support that you got from the DataMites? He just want to have that understand.
yes, I got it from DataMites and template they have shared me, and so based on that template I used it. So
Jyoti has a question. How many projects you have done, and is it very important to mention all the projects?
no, sir. It's not necessary to mention all the projects. So only few which have done you confidently and which you think that these projects will considering. So that you should mention. And apart from that, you should upload all your projects to GitHub. There they can find it. So
Correct. Correct. So we can just put everything back into the GitHub, and few of the
Yes,
things
sir.
has to be mentioned. That's correct. Suban has the question from the YouTube. Hi, sir. Is reasoning and aptitude is also important in cracking an interview? Yes, of course it is important. Doesn't matter if they ask or don't ask. But
Yes, sir.
you need to be logically good and sounded in terms of, because as what Lakshmi said, they will be giving you questions based on scenario based. If you're not logical enough to think that what's good and what bad at that point of time, then of course you cannot say the right answer. So saying in particular reasoning or so reasoning aptitude is something that people often give as a first level of interrogation when they're doing a mass recruiting, like in a colleges. But if someone like me, if I'm interviewing you, of course I'll not ask you that if there are three horses or four horses. No, not. I will ask you
Yes.
literally the questions which relates with the data science and machine learning. So, Lakshmi, I think what kind of you said did you what kind of tools that you're using currently in your company?
So they have not yet started any of the projects till now. So they have just assigned roles, and this okay, we I am just working as like data pre-processing in NLP based. So let's see, sir, how what are the tools they are using in upcoming sessions they were telling. So they are
Okay,
going to
so
tell.
you're going to get that. All right, that's good
Yeah.
enough. Um, One more question is there, I think. Which module did the interviewers ask the most questions?
So it's not a particular, sir. They are going
Hmm.
to all fields. So if you are I faced deep learning also they have asked sometimes, and machine learning most of the times asked, sir, what is that confusion matrix, they asked many times in interview.
They
So
know it's
based
a.
on, yeah,
Mhm.
based on that they were asking like scenario based questions. So how you are using, when you are using precision and recall, and so this is okay what you will consider. So suppose some scenarios they will give, and based on that you have to answer it, sir. So thorough with all concepts.
That's for sure. So, in this particular company where you're working right now, Invento, right?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
how was the level of the interview? I mean, what was their expectations when they started interviewing you?
Sir, it was really, I was surprised, sir, their interview. So one only level is only one level, sir.
Okay.
So only they have taken me the 8 minutes or 10 minutes interview, sir. Only introduction. And after that introduction, they asked me about, they have know about my projects. And based on that project, one question will be like scenario based question. And I answered it. And suddenly they went into that. So when are you going to join? Like they asked, this is how this interview has happened for this company. So
That's good. That's great, actually. And it's quite motivating as well.
yes, sir.
We have one more question from Sai Channa. Can you mention some tools that we can be very good before attending an AI interview?
AI interview. So
Yes. So I can answer it because
yes, sir.
it's about the AI. So uh, when you say about the tools, to be very honest, so right now people are offer more preferring people who have more understanding about the clouds. First thing first. So if you say that
Yes, sir.
I know AI with Microsoft Azure, you're gonna have an upper hand, so no matter what you're having. And of course, you should be knowing all the common frameworks which is available in the market,
Yes, sir.
including LangChain,
Yes,
TensorFlow,
sir.
PyTorch. So more you write, the more chances that they are more liking you.
Yes,
But
sir.
again, saying this is okay, but again, I'm saying it. Tools are okay. Tools you will learn. You need to understand the backend and the technology
Yes,
behind it.
sir.
So whenever you are learning something, make sure that you are learning the concept or the core part of the AI first, and then you are implementing that on top of the tools.
Yes,
Right.
sir. If you know that concepts means then only that any tool can giving you that answer, sir. If you find that solution is very important, and based on solution you can find that code and everything that you will find it, sir.
Correct. We have one more question from Anonymous. How many interviews you have attended so far from DataMites? How was your experience?
Okay, so initially, sir, I my resume is not shortlisted for 3 to 4 months, sir.
Hmm.
So I got so many regret mails, and after that, some of companies were asked about like assignments. They will give you the first assignments, and next they will move forward to that next technical round. So maybe I haven't done my much better in that assignments task. So and the technical rounds, and I have given it's a third interview. So
Mm-hmm.
first interview was I have given for the data animation analyst. So I have no idea about that, sir, and I have given it, so I failed it, sir.
Mm,
And the second one is AI Vonic, some companies, sir, and there I got second round. I went, sir, and I wanted to wait. I was just waiting for the results, and before that, I got this company, third company, Invento Hub.
mm.
So I received their offer letter first, and I don't know about that second company, sir.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Shaz from the YouTube have a question that can I add my um, capstone and client project in the resume?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Why not? What's wrong in that? Of course, you can
Uh,
apply. Just make sure that since the client is more complicated as compared to capstone, put that thing on top of it and then explain it one by one. And make sure that you always have your LinkedIn account, sorry, GitHub
yes, sir.
account where
GitHub.
all the things are being placed so that if anyone wants to see your source code, they can definitely see your source code. Shalini has a question. What is main concept to learn deep learning? Main concept to learn deep learning is that, as we have discussed, when we say data scientist, we are expecting a data scientist to be a data analyst as well as an AI engineer. So it's something that motivates anyone to learn because, to be very honest, when I became a data scientist, I was knowing all understanding of Python statistics. I initially hesitant to learn Excel because I thought, why should I learn Excel? But eventually I
Sir.
get to know that, you know, this is a complete package. You have to go by it. You cannot skip it. So the main motivation of deep learning is being a data scientist, jumping into an AI engineer, and everything is interrelated with each other. So you cannot skip it as well. Junaid from the LinkedIn has a question. When you joined DataMites, how long did it take you to land a job? It took a long time.
Yes, sir.
It will for sure. Any more
Okay.
any more questions? Of course, learning takes time. You cannot have a shortcut to it, and eventually you have to make sure that you have all the understanding, all the projects, all the portfolio, and these things takes time. And then
Yes,
eventually
sir.
you are able to crack the interviews. All right, we don't have any questions in the chat section. Neither we have anything in the Q&A. All right. Thank you so much, Lakshmi, for giving your time over here. I'm
Thank you
so
so
delighted
much,
to
sir.
interview you, and I hope that people have understood a lot of many things regarding data science from you as well. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much thank you so much, sir. And this journey so far for me, sir. I'm very grateful to that data, my sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lakshmi. All right,
Thank you.
team. Thank you, team. Thank you, everyone. Ending up the call for today.